Hi guys. Today I wanted to kind of switch directions in what I wanted to discuss and talk about our mindset. Now, um, the reason I want to talk about mindset is because it's something that I find is very effective in changing our lives and changing our day-to-day ways that we do things and live our lives. As a mom of three, I find that how I process the world around me and the thoughts that I tell myself really make an impact on how I react and how I treat my children and just the people I interact with on a day-to-day basis in a positive way. So, to begin, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about our inner dialogue. So, in order for us to really see the life that we want to live and the happiness that everybody strives for, it makes sense to continuously tell ourselves that we have a choice. Our life, our happiness, our successes, and our failures are a choice. Because, in my opinion, failure is an option. You can choose to fail and give up and quit, or you can choose to learn from it and work it a different way. Now, that might seem harsh or to some unrealistic, but in all honesty, the people who are successful have failed continuously, a lot of times. I mean, I always refer back to basketball. I always refer back to Michael Jordan. I'm just a huge fan. He failed over and over again. He missed so many game-winning shots. He was a joke in high school, but you know what? He believed in his mind that he was capable of succeeding. Hello, that's success at its greatest level. And it all started with his mindset. He told himself over and over and over again, and he took action into making sure that what he told himself he was going to do. He was going to make sure no matter what, he succeeded at this. And he didn't just succeed, he excelled. And that's what I want for myself. I don't know if this applies to many of you, but I don't want to just succeed. I want to excel. I'm already a pretty high functioning person. I'm constantly on my feet. But a lot of it's busyness. And I need to learn to be efficient and to talk to myself in a way that is going to make me not only the best at what I do, but just my best, whether or not I'm successful financially. What is important to me is that I'm adding value to others' lives. And in order for me to do that, I have to make sure that my inner dialogue is something that I can show others that works. So that's something I'm working on right now. I have a lot of doubts that creep into my mind. I have a lot of issues with comparison and my own ideas of what success means and society's idea of what success means. And it's a very difficult thing to intercross those at times, because what somebody else deems as successful isn't necessarily my success. But also at the same time, I want to be able to pay my bills. I want to be able to travel the world. It takes money. Financial success is something that, in order for me to live my idea of success, it has to be a part of it all. It is disheartening in some ways for me because I've never been money motivated, nor do I feel I am now. But money is a part of life, and having to compartmentalize that part of things can be very difficult. So another thing that I want us to talk about is the fact that we're constantly in need of learning. There's never a time in our lives, I don't believe that ever will we ever know it all. Never. And here's the part that I think is crazy. The older I get, the more I travel, the more I meet new people and see different cultures and traditions, the more I realize I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I haven't seen enough. I haven't experienced enough. I am not savoring my every experience and savoring those little moments with my kids when they're going to be gone someday. These little things that I just feel like I'm just now starting to grasp the importance of it all. I'm getting a little emotional even just talking about it because I want to be my best. I have to make sure that I am capable of constantly being a forever student. And it's difficult for me because I grew up in a way that not knowing certain things was reprimanded, or not being able to perform at a certain level was reprimanded. So I'm retraining my brain and really trying really hard to make sure that my children don't have to go through the inner conflict that I am still going through now. One other thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of mindset was something that helped me really get motivated and see a lot of results quite quickly in this business. I mean, I'm by no means like some miracle success, but I'm finding that when I do more personal development, I'm seeing slow successes, and I'm seeing and feeling less doubt in my head and my heart. One of the things that helps me stay motivated and helps me see that I can succeed is I think about something that I've done that I was really motivated about. And when I do this personally, I think about when I ran my first and only marathon. It was a few years ago, but I put 5 months of my time, my sweat, my tears, all those miles, step after step, just mile after mile of just my hard work, time away from my kids, time away from my family. I invested a lot. And a week before this marathon, I got bronchitis. And I thought, for sure it will be gone by the time. I didn't know it was bronchitis at the time. But I thought for sure this cold will be gone. When I showed up, because it was in Chicago, I live in San Diego. When I showed up, I was coughing up brown chunks. I lost my voice completely. And I would go into coughing fits because it was getting stuck in my throat. I wasn't capable of breathing at the time. And my friend said, how in the world are you going to run this marathon? And I thought in my head, because I couldn't talk to her, how could you ask me that question? How could you in your mind have any doubt that I would not finish this marathon? And it actually pissed me off because I had worked too hard. I had come too far. I had invested too much into ever going back. And I told myself in that very moment, no matter what it took, I was going to finish that marathon. I was not only going to prove her wrong for even doubting me, but I was going to do this because this is what I had worked so hard for. I was so motivated for so long, and to have this 7 days step in and test my inner strength pissed me off. When I think of my mindset at that time, anytime I have doubts, I go back to that mindset and I tell myself, Yolanda, that is the mindset you need. When you feel any kind of doubt, when you feel like you can't do this, or you don't know how to market, or you don't know enough people, or you feel lost, go back to that point when you felt like maybe everybody else feels like you're a fool. You don't know what you're doing. You're selling something. You're a salesman. Well, if that's their mindset, that's one thing. I'm not going to go out of my way to convince them. But here's the other thing. It's an opportunity. They have a negative mindset. I don't. So I'm going to let you know this is not me trying to sell you something. This is me literally giving you an opportunity to become healthy, to get your fitness at a level that you've always wanted. Who doesn't want to be fit and healthy and wake up feeling good? Who doesn't want to invest their time and money or any of it into being your best self? If people don't want that, I don't want them in my groups. I don't want them a part of my life, period. And this is what I wanted to share with you. Just take a time in your life when you knew you were motivated and remember that mindset. Remember how you felt. Remember where your head was at. And I even get the emotional, like my heart rate starts to go up. I get emotional about it because of how badly I wanted it. I had goals that I wanted to reach, and there was nobody going to get in my way, not even bronchitis. So I hope that anybody who is willing to watch this can take this and grow their mindset into being a very positive, a positive force in their lives. And whether you're a Beachbody coach or not, it works. I mean, if you practice it daily, it just becomes something, it just becomes who you are. People are drawn to that. I'm drawn to that. And I want people drawn to me for all those right reasons, because I'll add value to their lives. So I hope you guys grow and know I'm here. Bye.